How has your relationship with beauty changed, do you think? And how have you learned to become at one with your own skin?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times celebs clapped back against beauty standards.
We put so many limitations on ourselves. I think we put limitations on each other. Society puts limitations on us, and in a lot of ways, I'm sick of it. I'm over it.
For this list, we're looking at the most powerful examples of stars calling out, taking a stand, or making a statement against unreasonable ideals of beauty in their industries and beyond. Which of these celebs inspires you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Billie Eilish. American singer-songwriter Billie Eilish is known for her haunting vocals and award-winning tracks, but her signature style has also garnered plenty of attention. Her oversized clothes are more than just a fashion statement, though.
Some people use it to shame others. Some people use it to shame me. But I feel you watching.
Body insecurities were originally a trigger for Eilish's depression, and her baggy pieces were chosen to prevent people from judging her figure. She incorporated the latter point into a Calvin Klein ad.
I never want the world to know everything about me. I mean, that's why I wear big baggy clothes. Nobody can have an opinion because they haven't seen what's underneath, you know?
These double standards were the subject of a 2020 short. Eilish has since experimented with her style and is frustrated with the criticism she's inevitably received. In 2021, she told British Vogue that, quote, "Showing your body and showing your skin, or not, should not take any respect away from you."
Wear what you want. Dress how you want. Act how you want. Talk how you want. Be how you want. That's all I've ever said.
We could not agree more. Number 9. Channing Tatum. Women, especially those who are famous, have been forced to conform to crazy body norms for a long time. But the standards for men have become almost as unreasonable.
No, don't put that up.
I would put that, if I worked out and looked like that, I would put it up everywhere.
Trust me, that might be the reason why I didn't want to do a third one, is because I have to look like that.
Appearing on The Kelly Clarkson Show in 2022, Channing Tatum discussed his role in the Magic Mike franchise. When the talk turns to his physique, he explains that there's nothing natural about his movie muscles, and that achieving them required some seriously intense and not necessarily healthy practices.
Don't know how people that work a 9 to 5 actually stay in shape, because it's my full-time job and I can barely do it.
Yeah.
But it is. Like, you work out twice a day, you have to eat completely right at a certain time. It's a specific thing.
Other stars, such as Henry Cavill, have also discussed the questionable lengths they go to in order to achieve the best muscle tone on camera. There's clearly a difference between looking and feeling good, and a particular aesthetic on screen doesn't necessarily signify good health.
That's not even healthy. You have to starve yourself.
Oh my
essentially.
God.
I don't think when you're that lean, it's actually
health is dangerous.
Number 8. Simone Biles. Simone Biles is an Olympic gold medalist and has left her mark as an athlete.
And once again, obliterate. Seems like the right word.
She may be one of the best gymnasts ever, but a woman in the public eye is never immune to criticism from strangers. Indeed, Biles has faced her share of body shaming.
Of course, no 15-year-old girl or any teenage girl wants to hear that because you work so hard for your body all these years.
Partnering with skincare brand SK-II, she took to social media to speak out against the unreasonable body expectations in her sport. Quote, "There is a growing competition that has nothing to do with performance itself," she wrote. Quote, "I am done competing versus beauty standards and the toxic culture of trolling," she continued. Despite her experiences with jerks, Biles has always stayed true to herself, and her achievements speak for themselves.
People realize you don't have to be the typical gymnast, thin, long, lean, that you can be short, compact, and powerful.
Number 7. Jessica Alba. For women in Hollywood, the struggle for more layered, well-written roles is an ongoing battle.
Did you know I could create a force field inside someone's body and expand it until they explode?
Too often, movies reduce the female characters to their looks. That is something Jessica Alba knows plenty about.
You know, you don't look completely ridiculous in that dress.
Is that obnoxious brother talk for you look kinda nice?
Her experience on the set of Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer almost made her leave acting behind for good. While filming an emotional scene, she was told that her performance was, quote, "too real," and that she needed to, quote, "cry pretty." Discussing her director's notes, she told Elle magazine, quote, "He was like, don't do that thing with your face, just make it flat. You can CGI the tears in." By recalling the incident, the actress rightfully drew attention to the way Hollywood often prioritizes ridiculous beauty standards at the expense of authenticity.
I have no choice.
Shoot!
Wait! What do you mean you don't have a choice?
Number 6, Jonah Hill.
I came up like this, in goofy comedies and this kind of like curly-haired, overweight kid, and everyone had their own opinion on what I should be, how they could speak to me, how they could treat me.
In 2021, British tabloid The Daily Mail published paparazzi photos of Jonah Hill shirtless and in a wetsuit, and he called them out on Instagram. The actor felt the need to respond to the body shaming for the sake of those kids who are insecure about their physical appearance. Hill explained that he would have embraced body positivity sooner were it not for the relentless personal attacks from the press, which intensified his childhood hang-ups.
I became famous in my late teens and then spent most of my young adult life listening to people say that I was fat and gross and unattractive. And it's only in the last 4 years writing and directing my movie Mid-90s that I've started to understand how much that hurt and got into my head.
His post made it clear that the media's toxic narrative could no longer get to him, writing, quote, "I'm 37 and finally love and accept myself." The star powerfully took back control with his response, and his words undoubtedly resonated with many.
It's very cool that you have found who you are and love who you are, because you're a brilliant man.
Number 5, Amanda Stenberg.
Attention, all hair removal units, wax, electrolysis, laser, to commence at 2300 hours.
The idea that we should all be devoid of body hair is crazy when you think about it. Most women, and increasingly a lot of men, have felt the pressure to shave, wax, or laser the hair away. But if we all stopped doing it, would anyone care? In 2018, Amanda Stenberg strutted their stuff on the red carpet for the film premiere of The Hate U Give. Dressed in Valentino with dramatic blue eyeliner, the star left their armpits unshaven and captioned their Instagram pic, #drama, #armpit.
She owns it, she was talking about it, and she said that this is in an effort to embrace, I don't know if it was because it was a European premiere.
In that dress, I don't even notice her armpits.
Earlier that year, Rihanna had posted some summer snaps with unshaven legs, and Bella Thorne also stepped out with noticeable armpit hair. It's only natural, but it is a statement that's still rare enough to feel radical.
We live in a complicated world, Star.
No, it doesn't seem that complicated to me.
Number 4, Pink. The media's obsession with weight is something else. The fact that it stretches to pregnant people and those who've recently given birth demonstrates just how unrealistic our beauty standards are.
That's another thing that you can get your feelings hurt because people just have strong opinions about that.
Strong opinions about things that don't affect their life at all.
In 2017, Pink questioned the idea of what constitutes a healthy post-baby body and encouraged folks to, quote, "stay off the scales." Sharing a fit-looking gym snap, taken a few months after the birth of her son, she stated her height and weight. More than that, she said that although those measurements technically make her obese, she still feels great.
So what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves, and I don't need you.
Quote, "The only thing I'm feeling is myself," she powerfully wrote. The number on the scale isn't everything, and Pink's post served as a great reminder of that. Number 3, Yara Shahidi. She may be young, but Yara Shahidi can thoughtfully deconstruct an unnecessary beauty standard with the best of them. The grownish star has learned to love the skin she's in.
I've been protected by people who've intentionally put me in an inclusive environment, and I think that's what's made me so motivated to be able to speak out not only on behalf of myself, but my entire community.
Speaking to Allure, she explained that embracing her unibrow marked a, quote, turning point in that regard. She said, quote, "Even on a surface level, it's symbolic of me appreciating my heritage." Shahidi also celebrates her naturally curly hair. She loves that it, quote, takes up space, and thus allows her to do the same in places where she might otherwise not.
That you could see my curls, but I could flip my hair. Like sometimes this hair, you can't flip it all the time. A 2-strand twist, you could go here, and then it would move all the way to the other side and just bounce.
As for makeup, she thinks it should be fun, a way to express oneself, not something we wear because we feel forced to. Here's hoping she never stops challenging the status quo.
If you want to put a face on, great. If you don't, great. But it should be something that you don't feel obliged to, but a fun process.
Number 2, Lizzo. Beauty standards can be restrictive, particularly for women and minorities, who aren't generally encouraged to take up space. But Lizzo isn't about all that toxicity.
Ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Gotta blame it on my juice, baby.
As a loud, multi-talented plus-sized black woman, she flouts conventions and can teach us all a lesson in self-love and self-expression. At the 2022 VMAs, the artist stunned in a billowing couture dress and was applauded for refusing to make herself small. She then reacted positively to a TikTok praising her.
She made tiny handbags trendy. She made butt cleavage trendy before all the skinny brands were doing it. She has consistently set trends and pushed boundaries on the red carpet and in her street style that I think a lot of people just aren't ready for.
In 2019, she wrote, quote, "I don't think that loving yourself is a choice. It's a decision that has to be made for survival. I chose to live, so I had to accept myself." We couldn't put it any better than she did, so we'll just say preach, Lizzo.
And do your head talk. Check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Alicia Keys. When Alicia Keys did a makeup-free photo shoot back in 2016, it was just meant to be a one-time thing. She had used cosmetics regularly since she was 16, but going barefaced made the singer feel more gorgeous and powerful than she ever had before.
I think the most important thing is that you do what feels good for you. It's really not about anything else.
She decided to give it a go full-time and has since regularly appeared makeup-free, even attending award shows and red carpets with her natural look. Keys says that she's not anti-makeup. It's more about not succumbing to the pressure to get her face on if she's not feeling it.
Not about that. At the same time, I don't want to feel beholden to
You're not
have
swearing
to
it off
do it.
forever. You're just not in the mood right now.
And I just want to be, honest to myself.
Her hashtag No Makeup campaign focuses on rejecting the societal pressure to always look done up and encourages the acceptance of natural beauty.
It's about being our unique own selves because we each have something that no one else has, and it'd be so amazing just embrace each other, how we are.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.